Sorry about that. What's good? This is Mr. Synchronicity. Welcome to my third installment. This is video number 3 in the series. I hope y'all like my brand new intro. Had to calm it down, make it a little more simple. The old intro had too much animation, too much camera shaking, too much graphics going on. So in this video, we're going to talk about 2 key events that happened in my life and how they're unrelated, but they're linked with the number 227. And that number 227 is what hold these 2 events together. So with that said, let's get into it. We all know at this point that synchronicity pretty much means a mere coincidence. Or is it something more meaningful, like the universe is guiding us, or is our conscious expanding? So I want to start off this video talking about when I worked at Title Boxing, when the owner shortened my final check and it was $227.44. That number again, 227. Now, as we know, numbers hold a powerful vibration. Numbers hold energy and frequencies. And this is how the angels communicate with us, through numbers. In numerology, they say, when you see a number, remember how you feel. Remember that particular moment you were going through. So even though I love being a boxing coach when I was at Title Boxing, and when I returned my boxing gear and I got my final check and I was seeing 227, it was like a burden has been released from me. Now the manager at my old job, he was like a real shit starter, and he wanted to prove that he's more alpha male than everybody. But after I left, it was a total of 3 other people that left too. And one of the girls that left right before me, she gave me her Instagram. And I just found out like 2 weeks later that her Instagram was tagged with the number 227. Not trying to put her Instagram out here, but it was Liz227. And by the way, that's not her real Instagram. So I was experiencing all this synchronicity stuff happening. Now, when I was applying for Title Boxing, my higher self kept saying, man, find something that's more personal training related. Less boxing, less kickboxing, less mixed martial arts. Keep it all about exercising and working out and lifting weights and using kettlebells and treadmills and rowing machines. Do more of that kind of stuff. But I went against the grain. I went in a total opposite direction than what my higher self was telling me at the time, because I was trying to chase this bag. And that's why I started to experience some negative synchronicity and went down a different timeline. But also, I had to thank my former employer, because without adversity, I would have never developed personal growth, and I wouldn't even been able to get this spiritual awareness thing going with the number 227 and how it's like my birthday backwards. So that's the first event with Title Boxing, the shortened paycheck, and the number being 227. So the second event is about me and somebody I was personal training / business partner. A lot of events has taken place up to this point. This person I was training particularly like ran out of money, but we had some things going on that I can't expand on in this video. And I started to experience some negative synchronization, which I'm going to save for the 4th installment of this video. It was a couple events that happened that I knew that our business plan was going to go like real bad, because I had some protesters outside of my job, well, my new job that I work at. And then they left me a client that they wanted me to put into the system on my schedule, and they last 3 digits of their phone number was 666. And then all of a sudden, later on that same day, this event happened with the falling out, and the person was like, I didn't mean to do this to you, but this got to happen. I'm not trying to set you up, but this needs to take place. And I'm like, well, everything you told me, you said the complete opposite. So this person told me one thing and pretty much went back on all their words. So I'm like, ain't this about a And so then a week later, still connected to that same event. Like I said, I got to leave some key details out. I go to the doctor's office, step on the scale. I weigh 227. So the universe tapped into my body weight. I normally weigh around 230, 235. And once I stepped on that scale and I saw my body weight being 227, I'm like, man, something is going on here. And then after I left that doctor's office later on that day, when I was coming home from work, every car I seen had like the license plate 227. At least about 7 to 11 cars license plate ending in my tagged angel number. And that's how I know that these two events are connected. There's still more events that's connected to this. And just to expound on this a bit further, when I saw my new body weight was 227 and I lost like 6 pounds, I knew that the universe was watching. The universe has been recording all of this. Just like with title boxing, my former employer, when I got my paycheck and it was 227 as the whole number, 0.44, and I stepped on that scale, was 227.6, I knew right then and there was some type of correlation going on. And both events is its own separate entities. And I do know and I do feel that I'm going to get my desired results. I'm going to get my desired outcome. Just like when I left my former job, man, I felt like cathartic. I felt like a release, like, man, damn, I'm happy it's over. And I feel the same way with this event, because I feel like sometimes we think we can get away with stuff and we can take shortcuts and we can try to get over on people. But like I said, karma is real. The universe is real. Synchronicity is real. Somebody is always watching, or should I say, the fifth dimensional realm is watching. Everything has been recorded in the Akashic records. Also something else I want to talk about. But yeah, man, I can get really deep, but I want to keep this video short. So in my next video, we're going to chop it up about negative synchronicity. So if you have any questions or comments, write it down below. I'll see you on my next video. Stay blessed and peace out.